If you start scrolling through this character's moveset, you'll notice that there are no guard breaks, which usually would be considered very bad because you can't mix anywhere but point blank. This was done to force you to use his very powerful tools that I'm going to introduce over the course of this battle, going from the least powerful to the most. But first you gotta collect information, so my first move is usually just to wait. My opponent backstepped, so what I want is to step in on tip of most of his moves' range, leaving only one that he can do, just to see if he's going to press it, while not doing anything myself to not give him information. He did press it, so not a herbivore. Combo ended in awkward position where I can grab him, but his grab beats mine for some reason. Moreover, I can parry his grab, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna triple backflip up. The reason is, I want to see if I can get away with it. Damn, I did remember that. Now I'm positioned in a way that makes his throw whiff, plus my fastest attack beating everything, and he can't parry it because he already blocked. Gives me 2 opportunities to throw him. I use one, and he bursts. Back to the neutral. I'm in range of one of his attacks. I'm going to approach not the way Zoro would approach, but the way a regular character would approach, by blocking. And for some reason he blocked too, so this time I'm gonna fire off my fastest attack and see if he parries it. He did. I burst immediately. He thought he's safe to throw a projectile? Hell no, corner power. And even better follow-up. A go-to combo ender. The reason it's so good is that it forces opponent to guess what move to parry. 5 frame, 2 frame or 3 frame. I did a 3 frame now, he got hit. And even though I can't combo out of it, doing a strike is too predictable and you're not in throw range. Even so, no matter the scenario, Tatsumaki assures that you end up being point blank, ready to use your second best tool. Point blank Rashomon will beat everything, even throw, but it is predictable and can be parried. If I sense that it is going to happen, I can throw instead, and that will also beat a lot of moves, so the mix is in my favor. This time I will Rashomon and keep mashing until I'm parried. Then why did you keep mashing? It had to be done. He ended the onslaught in a rather interesting setup, but I don't have to take any follow-up at all. 3000 World Sword Spinning is an actual move here, not the cut, the spinning. It is an advancing guarding move that is impervious to all attacks from all sides, even guard breaks. With the only weakness being a throw, but here, because you're point blank, it'll just go through the throw. This is where you should go. Then why the flark were you not using it before? Easy strategy, rushing guard to get in, Rashomon mix, and should you get a hit, end with Tatsumaki to repeat. But have you noticed the key word here? Should. In YOMI Hustle, taking damage, health, is a currency you use to buy useful information and feed the false one, which makes any good strategy have one simple requirement: know when to start using it. And I'm going to start using it now! Full spinny winny. He taunted though, maybe he knows how to deal with it, or he knows about it, I don't know, but spinning anyway! Point blank Rashomon mix! If I choose to throw him, his throw is going to beat my throw, and my Rashomon is going to beat everything he has. Even further, he just blocked, making Rashomon a safe option. But I know that he knows that, so I'm choosing to throw. And I was hella correct, but instead of full combo, small super and enforcing the same mix-up. He guessed correctly, got a burst. Defy the neutral, unga bunga spinning, I don't care. I overspinned into a kissing distance, but he can't parry. His throw will beat everything and clash with Rashomon, it's just so close. But remember that time I triple flipped up and it worked out? Let's do it again. Why? What if he presses literally any attack? Brother, some things you leave to luck. Not only did it work out again, but this was the only way to set up a floor slash, which is a move that defies him a burst. Cut straight through the thing! There is only one segment I wish I showed you. And that's my sick-ass Ashura combo, but the problem is, it does no damage and costs 5 bars of meter. I decided that leaning into showcasing strategy was more important. Anyway, here's a full match in quote-unquote regular speed, no editing. People asking how do you get the characters, I just typed Zoro in Steam Workshop and the first result by HatKid was the one that I have downloaded. There are so many games coming out in this time frame, I'm not sure if this is interesting to people, but if I'll find any more cool mods, I'll definitely show you.